Bismillah. We are going to start our class lecture number 1 pre-test exam for business studies class 10 subject science subject teacher MRN chapter 7. Name of the chapter use of acid, base and salt. Today I will discuss about acid. In the previous chapter we learned what is acid. Again, to remind, I am going to define what is acid. Acid is a substance which in water releases proton H+. For example, hydrochloric acid in water, it releases H+. This one is called proton. That means the compound in water releases H+, that is proton, is called acid. There are various kinds of acid. The one is HCl, another one sulfuric acid, another one nitric acid, etc. The acids are of two kinds on the basis of the strength, that is weak acid and strong acid. Weak acid and strong acid. Strong acid are HCl, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, etc. And weak acids are acetic acid, formic acid, etc. Why HCl, HNO3, H2SO4 are strong acids? Strong acids are those acids which one being present in water releases H+ maximum, that's approximately 100%. These compounds are broken to 100% in water, they are called strong acid. And weak acid, the acid which are broken partially in water, supplying H+ less amount, is called weak acid. Example, acetic acid and formic acid, etc. Now, use of acids in our daily life. In our daily life, acid is used in different way. Use of acids in our daily life. Number 1, we prepare vinegar. Vinegar is used for as a preservatives. It is used to preserve pickles, different kinds of food, etc. Vinegar contains 4 to 10% acetic acid. Number 2, vitamin C. Vitamin C, this one is ascorbic acid. This one is used as medicine to protect the scurvy disease in the human body. This vitamin C, that is ascorbic acid, works. Number 3, sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is very important. It is mainly used in battery, different kinds of batteries. That means liquid batteries, that is lead storage battery, IPS battery. That means electricity producing battery is produced by using sulfuric acid. Now for washing different kinds of cars, machineries, etc. sulfuric acid is used. Number 4, fertilizer. Fertilizer is produced from this acid. For example, ammonium sulfate. Ammonium sulfate is produced from sulfuric acid. Ammonium nitrate. Ammonium nitrate is produced from nitric acid. And ammonium phosphate. Ammonium phosphate fertilizer are produced from phosphoric acid. Ammonium sulfate, ammonium nitrate, ammonium phosphate, they are the salt actually, but used as fertilizer. Next one, to identify acidity and alkalinity of different substances by using different kinds of indicators. Identification of acidity and alkalinity. Acidity and alkalinity of different kinds of substance, but we are going to discuss the identification of acidity and alkalinity in chemicals used in our daily life. In our daily life we use toothpaste, drinks, soap, etc. Now in the soap, in the toothpaste, toothpaste is alkaline, that means basic, or acidic. How can we identify? In the toothpaste, preparing the solution using water, in the toothpaste, if we give blue colored litmus paper is one kind of indicator. Litmus paper, blue colored litmus paper, then its color, it is found that its color is unchanged, that is blue, no change. That means we can't say toothpaste is neutral or acidic or base. But when next time we have given in the toothpaste solution red litmus paper, red colored litmus paper, it changed to blue. That means we know base changes the red litmus paper into blue, then indicates the substance or the solution is basic. When we found, we know base converts red color to blue, that is the substance is basic. Here toothpaste is solution is basic, that one toothpaste is basic. Number 2, in the drinks we use different kinds of drinks. If we give red colored litmus paper, if it is seen that the color is unchanged, that one is red, that means we can't say the drinks is acidic, basic or neutral. Next time we have given blue colored litmus paper. It is found that color is changed to red. We know the acid turns blue litmus paper or blue litmus paper to red. We know it. Since here blue color litmus paper is changed to red, so the drinks is acidic. We can say this one is basic, this one is acidic. That means drinks is identified as acidic and toothpaste is identified as basic. Another one, number 3, soap. For washing we use different kinds of soap. Our soap is acidic or basic, we didn't identify. If we give here blue color litmus paper, it does not change, it is unchanged. That means we can't say that soap is neutral, acidic or base. Since we know base turns red litmus to blue, we can say the soap will be basic. If we give here red colored litmus paper, it is found that color is changed to blue. That means we can say the soap is basic. In this way we can identify the substance is acidic or basic. Next one, the reason. In our stomach sometimes sometimes gas is produced. We say that one is gastric. How can we identify why this acidity occurs in our stomach? We have to find out the reasons. Reasons for acidity in stomach. Acidity in stomach. There are different kinds of reasons. Number 1, excessive production of HCl in the stomach. So when excessive HCl is produced in the stomach, if excessive HCl is produced, we know HCl is responsible for digestion of food in our stomach. But when HCl is produced in the stomach excess, then acidity occurs in the stomach. Number 2, this acidity increases due to taking excess tea, coffee and alcohol. For taking excess quantity of tea daily, coffee, alcohol, etc. Number 3, food taking. The categories of food is different. That is, if we take fried food, more fried food, fatty food, oily food, etc. is taken, then HCl production in the stomach increases. Another one, number 4, the Department of Health of USA, they stated that sometimes excess onion, garlic, chili Health Department of USA, they stated that excess chili, onion, garlic, etc. taken more than it produces HCl in the stomach. Number 5, irregular food taking. Irregular food taking is food is taken irregularly, that is timely food is not taken, then quantity of HCl production increases in the stomach. For that reason the acidity occurs in the stomach. Now to avoid acidity in the stomach, avoid acidity in stomach, we have to take steps. Number 1, vegetables. We have to take broccoli, spinach, carrot, beans, beet, lettuce, asparagus, mushroom, maize, potato, cauliflower, etc. These kinds of vegetables we have to take because they are alkaline. Number 2, food grains. We have to take pulse, dewa rice, sweet maize, soya milk, soya butter, nut milk, etc. We have to take as food grains. Number 3, the practice regular food taking is required. This kind of food we can take, and our habit we have to change by taking the food timely, that is regularly we have to take food properly. Now necessity of knowing pH. We learned what is pH in previous chapter 2. Now it is not needed to discuss. pH is the negative logarithm of H plus in a solution, and from the pH by getting the value of pH we can identify the solution is acidic, basic or neutral. Now the parameter of pH. Parameter of pH, and the pH value 0, pH value 7, pH value 14 we have taken. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this. When pH is less than 7, this one is, the solution will be acidic, and when this one is 7, it will be neutral, and when this one is 14 or more than 7, this one is basic. The neutrals, water pH of water is 7. If pH is less than 7, the solution becomes acidic. If pH is greater than 7, the solution become basic. Okay, now example. Our human blood pH is 7.4. For digestion pH is required 2. When more than 2, that is by 0.5, the digestion hampers in our stomach. If pH in the urine is less than 7, then we can say our health is good. In the soil, the pH is mainly 4.0 to 8.0. If the pH is smaller than 3, then the soil loses fertility. Mainly the soil loses calcium and magnesium ions, and to fill up this loss we have to supply calcium or magnesium fertilizer. Next one. Okay, we use face wash. The face wash pH is 5.5. Face wash pH is 5.5. That is our skin in our mouth, in our face, the skin is acidic, and here we use face wash which one is 5.5. This one is also acidic and we can tolerate it. The adult face skin pH is 4 to 6. Adult face skin pH is 4.0 to 6.0. That means acidic. For that reason, in our adult face skin we can use face wash. But newborn baby, their face skin is approximately 7. So newborn baby should not use the face wash whose pH is 5.5. Okay. Now in the industry, we are producing different kinds of medicine, inks, baby face wash, lozenges, different kinds of food, leather preparation, etc. And in that time we have to use pH parameter to identify the product produced. These are acidic, basic or neutral. For that reason pH meter is very, very important in that case. So today's class is going to be ended. Now the questions. Some questions you have to write. You have to know. Number 1, what is acid? Number 2, write the uses of sulfuric. Write the uses of sulfuric acid, nitric acid and phosphoric acid. Okay, that's all today. Our class is completed.